Hi there, this is John Hyman from Commercial Real Estate Online. Welcome to the video show, the video channel, YouTube, that we use for commercial real estate training, ideas, concepts in brokerage around the world. If this is the first time you're visiting us, please check out our website, which is commercial-realestate-training.com. And at that website, which is here, you can get plenty of ideas relating to commercial real estate brokerage in different locations and in different issues and situations. Even yesterday I loaded a couple of charts there which you may want to get in PDF form. You can download them. The first one was sales planning, the process of sales planning in today's property market, and there are some good notes there attached to the chart as well. The other chart I did load was a matrix for managing tenants in retail and commercial property today. Again, worthwhile to get, so make sure you download both of those charts. So now, let's go further into this particular matrix. I use this many times in workshops around the world, and of course I have refined it, shaped it and changed it as I've worked with different teams in different locations. Today I want to talk about one thing, and that is the prospecting process, the way in which you can attract new business. So if I go into that particular topic here, you can see there are many different channels of opportunity. When you look at it, there's the business telephone book, and you should use that, of course. Then there are buyers to work with. Make plenty of contact calls. There's systems around that. Find out where you can get the minutes of the Planning and Development Committee at your local council. Then understand a cycle of approach that you can develop in prospecting to contact people. Of course, you can email them. This is another list worthwhile chasing down. That is the franchise council members in your state or country. Franchises are powerful business tools to have in your particular property. So get a list of franchise council members wherever you can, and of course use that in your town or city to talk to franchise members to understand what their leasing needs may be. So I won't go into all of these other ones just at the moment, but this is the list, and there are many different things in that. So I did say to you here that you could use the business telephone book, and indeed you can. In using the business telephone book, you can talk to business owners, ask them what they need when it comes to perhaps relocating, leasing, selling, buying commercial property. Of course, business owners typically need property to occupy, property to work from. So one of the good channels to work with there, of course, is the Yellow Pages. So if you go into the Yellow Pages, and I'll just show you what I mean. The Yellow Pages here, and this is in my location, that is in Australia, but if you're in another country, you can also approach the Yellow Pages online and drill down into the Yellow Pages yourself. So you might say, yeah, okay, you've heard of the Yellow Pages, you understand what it's there for, etc. I would say to you, are you using it? Do you really understand how to use it? The idea is that you make direct calls from the Yellow Pages. That's the issue. You're phoning business types. So in my country, in my location, this is how I use the Yellow Pages. So I go right down to the very bottom of the page, the index page, and I find a little hidden issue which says Site Index. There'll be a site index on your Yellow Pages somewhere. You just need to find it. When you go into Site Index, which is principally designed for the search engines, however you can use it as well, you can then go into your locations, your states. So let's choose a state that I'm in, which is Queensland in Australia. Now this takes you into the state. But when you go down to the bottom of all of this, here are all the suburbs in the state. The towns, the cities, the suburbs. That's good. So let's say we're going to choose the suburbs starting with S. I go into that, and now I've got all the suburbs starting with S, and there are 5 pages of suburbs there to go through. So let's say I was going to canvass the industrial businesses in a suburb called 17 Mile Rocks. So there it is there. I'm now calling that up. There is the suburb called 17 Mile Rocks. Now, when I go down to the bottom of this particular page, here is all the businesses in the Yellow Pages in 17 Mile Rocks. Now, if you look at the alphabet there, you can see that O is greyed out and X and Z is greyed out. That means there are no businesses in those categories, but that's fine. So let's go. So I'm going to choose some businesses within the category of M, maybe mechanics. I'm going to go into there, And here are all the various businesses that I could approach, and they are in the M group for 17 Mile Rocks. There it is again, 17 Mile Rocks, and I'm going to go into mechanics. I want to canvass them because they may need industrial type premises. So there you go. I'm now into this particular resource, which is the Yellow Pages Online, and from this point onwards I've got 246 calls to make for mechanics in that suburb. It's that simple. Amazing. So there you go. That is the trick to making Yellow Pages Online work for you in your location. Now, I don't say that your Yellow Pages Online in your location will be exactly the same, but what you've got to do is understand how it does work for you in your town, city, state or country. The Yellow Pages Online is a very big and relevant resource tool for approaching businesses, and that's what you want. So let's go back out here to the top of the chart, and I'll just say to you now that if you're going to go into sales or leasing and canvass people, understand how you can be different in sales, for example. Make sure you're refining all of these issues, all of these things that I've got on the mind map here. That is the best method of sale, pricing, packaging, marketing, prospecting, all of those things. These things you can specialize into when it comes to sales. Now, the property market is changing a lot at the moment, of course, due to the COVID health event that's moving around the world. So everything you do in sales needs to be very, very special, different and relevant to the person you're talking to. So make lots of calls and be prepared to drill down in these categories. Now, here is a chart also that applies to leasing. Same again, all of these categories are very special within leasing. You can specialize within this, you can be quite unique, and you can be a top agent within these categories. Make sure you're not ordinary, you're not generic. Be very, very special. And for my property management friends, if you're going to go into property management canvassing, the topics are here as well. And they cover all the very special, unique focus points in property management. So, that's the summary points. That is from Commercial Real Estate Brokerage Online. Don't forget to check out the website, which is commercial-realestate-training.com. And also, while you're there, pick up those two charts that I put there today, which was sales planning, the full chart for sales planning and the notes, as well as the next chart under that, which is the matrix for managing tenants in retail and commercial property today. And that will be so important because tenants today are a critical part of business and indeed investment property. And you need to protect your tenancy mix, the tenants in situ, and the client's investment. So, in closing, this is John Hyman. Thank you for listening to the program. I'll visit you again online at this YouTube channel. So make sure you are subscribing here so you can get the other videos that I put out on very specific and deep things that you can use in your brokerage activities. This is John Hyman signing off for now. I'll catch you again very soon online.